All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl, all the pomp, all the circumstance.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
When they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And a loose football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Offensive line, tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they're well past midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. With a 1st touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that 1st touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the 1st points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And this one is in.
To be careful, because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Excellent work on the run back there. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he'll lose yardage.
Backfield, get past the blockers and make the tackle. That's big league.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. They'll get nothing out of that one. No yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Thomas barreling ahead. Thomas has got it. Complete.
And yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 3 catches for him now. Breeze now on first down. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And inside the 20. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. On second down, Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but now Breeze on third down. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6, and the Saints add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right, now, look at 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and that is 2 sacks for him now here in this first half.
Detroit! Gone! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20.
Worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Breeze now on first down. Past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
A profound effect on this game.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. What's good on the extra point? And it's now 21-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Ready? You ready? Go, 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 go. 40-40 Mike, 40-40 Mike. Check. 5-5.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and that is 2 sacks for him now here in this first half.
Good, good. Good, good. Good, good. Check, 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 check.
Back to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
4 down, check.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah. We'll
find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Gun, 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 gun.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun, gun, gun.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver. Surveyed, and it'll be 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. So possession goes over here.
Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points. Struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Safarian Jenkins from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as they want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And this one goes nowhere.
21. Ready. Yellow lady.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll go down just shy of the 25
yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first round.
Being a boxer, I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just... But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage. From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit.
Zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball.
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be fourth down. Fielded just inside the 30. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They'll drop to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking long for Westbrook. And they will not be able to hook up there.
On the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
To throw is Breeze. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he finds Safarian-Jenkins. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play.
Ready. 90. Kill.
They run it again with Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Yellow lady.
Now Breeze on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone.
Detroit! Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big third down play there for the Jags. 55 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have the... This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And that one blown up quickly. Now Breeze. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the border.
Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Back out of that Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.